and hello world.
It's me with Stephen Pearl, you guys.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
This is North America and all the ships at sea.
You get ready for this, man. You don't get stuff like this very often.
Oh, yeah.
This guy. Holy crap.
This guy right here, you know.
That guy.
They're going, is he still alive? Oh, my God.
He's alive. He started at the Holy City Zoo. Holy crap.
Way back in 1970, I didn't exactly start there, but it was in my early days. I started there and I started going there in 79. Way back in 1979. Way back before anybody was born. Back when
you started in Long Island.
Long Island in New York City back in 77, a long time ago. Oh my God.
Back when Long and Island were one. What?
I should look a lot crappier being as old as I am.
No, you look great. Oh my gosh, I wish I looked that good when I was that old.
Get off my lawn. Play that rock music, you kids. You're all on this stuff.
Who's that an impression of? Just an old person?
That's just anybody and lived next door to me when I was growing up.
Yeah, we had neighbors and they were bastards, right? And anytime the kids would lose something, they shoved the toys in their basement.
Okay.
And when these two old cronies croaked, they found tons of shit in the basement.
Oh my God. Look out.
Yeah. The people that bought the house thought, what kind of dips were these?
We had some trash living next door to us growing up, and they used to fight and throw pots and pans. I used to record them with my little cassette recorder. Hey, they're fighting again. You son of a bitch, you're a bum. Crash, bang, boom. It was like, in a weekend at Ike Turner's house. It was a lot of fun. Still have some tapes somewhere. The best of Marilyn and Harry, 1972.
My parents would fight, and my mom, if my mom was pissed at my dad, my mom would throw all his stuff on the front lawn, and because the opposite would happen. The neighbors knew everything in our house. It's
a fun fight when the stuff comes flying out the door or the window, especially if it's the husband or the wife. You bum! Why don't you go back to Mulligan's Bar and see that floozy again? Maybe I will.
Did you ever take a glass up to the wall to hear your parents having sex?
Oh, no. I once walked in on them when I was a little kid, and I think they were in the act. They said, close the door. Or as the joke goes on, my parents used Vaseline during sex. They put it on the doorknob so I couldn't get in the room. I tell you.
Oh, my gosh. My parents were so loud, I could hear them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
deeper, tighter. And the little kids are next door just I'm not going to grow up regular. Your voice is telling me to kill somebody. You'll see. Just mark my word.
My favorite day of the year was New Year's Eve when they'd leave the house and go party.
Yeah. They go out and get plowed somewhere else. Yeah.
Then they'd come back and argue some more. It's a great childhood.
Follow the trail of vomit and wrecked cars.
Yeah. So what's your favorite childhood memory that led you to do comedy?
Oh, childhood. I just used to watch comics all the time when I was a little kid, on TV. And, I remember watching Frank Gorshin following the Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show, and he killed. Whoa, man, that's a hard job. And Myron Cohn followed them when they took the show to Miami, and he killed. So I go, wow, this is fun. This looks like a lot of fun. But I thought back then all these guys were telling actual things that happened to them. Like I guess to be a comedian, you have to have funny things happen to you, because these guys, I didn't realize they had writers or they're writing it themselves. So later on, I got a little older when I turned 37. I realized that they're writing stuff. I get it. And I used to like watching them on TV on the Ed Sullivan Show or whatever.
Who's your favorite living or deceased comedian and why?
Too many to name. What's my favorite Beatles song? Come on. I love Dangerfield. I think for me, Dangerfield was the best one-liner guy ever. Always cracked me up. He'd go on Carson, he'd do like 5 killer minutes, then he'd sit down and talk to Carson on the panel, and he'd do another 5 killer minutes. Hey, tell you, Johnny, I'm on the fish diet. I think fish should be fried in their natural oils. Sunoco, Mobile, Texaco. He was into the best jokes. That's one of his, by the way. That was just the best jokes. I liked him. I liked Myron Cohn, this old Jewish storyteller. He was wonderful. I like the Three Stooges, of course, Abbott and Costello. There's so many. There's too many. There's too many. The Marx Brothers. Most of the stand-ups, even if I didn't like what they did, I appreciated somebody going up there by themselves and talking and, you know, letting the chips fall where they may. But lots of comics. There's just too many.
So, like, as far as females who have passed on, who was your favorite of all favorite female comics?
Who is my favorite dead lady comic? Let's see. I like Phyllis Diller a lot. Lily Tomlin is still alive. Stay alive, Lily. I love Lily Tomlin. She's brilliant. Dead. Let's see. Toadie Fields. She was great. I like Toadie. Yeah, she was good. She died very obscenely young, in her 40s, in 1978. Who else is dead? Dead lady. I don't know. I can't think of any right now.
Name some famous comedians that you got to know that we know you met Robin and Kinison.
Yeah.
And traveled with him and wrote for him. You know this. I mean, anybody that is halfway woke, whatever. Anybody that's up right now and has a half a pea brain knows that you were connected very closely with Robin and Sam.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Who are the others?
We played tetherball together every Thursday. I didn't know I was a Jew. That's how I got in the country club. Walked around like this. My name's Armstrong. I was friends with Robin. I was friends with a lot of people. So Rick Overton, he's great. Carl LeBowe, who's one of my favorite comedians ever. What was the question? I forgot. There's so many.
Who are other people you've been connected with that you shared the stage with, hung out with?
Johnny Winter and Edgar Winter are friends of mine. So, you know, they were great. They're the best. They're musicians, but they had a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
Johnny could have been a comic. He was the best storyteller I ever met. And he was just like an amazing perspective on everything. He totally unique. And he told the best story. He had a mind like a steel. I remember in 1962, I was working with George Jones and all. He just remembered everything, and he just had the best stories. So it was an honor to know those guys. I'm still friends with Edgar or whatever he's doing. So Johnny passed away 6 years ago. But yeah, they were good friends and still are, wherever you are, Johnny. Whoa, see you again, bro. And you know, who else? I just, you know, you run into people. I met people. I met a lot of famous people. But
who are some people that taught you something? And when you first met them, you thought, they just opened up your eyes and taught you something amazing about comedy that you didn't expect to learn.
I don't know. I just learned by watching people and going on stage myself and doing it. It was like, you know, learn as you earn. And so, you know, or learn as you earn minimum wage. But I just kept doing it and just watching other people and learning. That's all. That's how I learned. So I don't think anybody pulled me aside. I've got the secret for you. Here's the secret of
Here's the shortcut.
Yeah, right.
Nobody's sign up for a $1,000 class.
You know, I don't know. Nobody really told me the secret yet. You know.
You never went to a class?
I think I went to one in 1979. They said, do this. Okay, I'm a better comic now. And I go, well, I'm not paying for this. I'm just going to learn myself. No, I never took I took one class and that was it. So I just went on stage wherever I could and just learned by doing that.
But you started in Long Island, New York.
Long Island, in New York. Yeah. I waited in line in front of the Improv when that was open and Catch a Rising Star in New York. I went on their amateur nights and you get like 5 minutes. Sometimes I'd kill, sometimes I'd die, but I was going up there. And then there was a club on 31st Street, I think on 1st Avenue, called Good Times. I don't know what's there anymore, but they were real nice to me. They let me go on and do like 20 minutes and MC when I really didn't know what I was doing. They were super nice. And there was a club in Brooklyn called Pips. I'm wearing the t-shirt. It might look bad there. There we go, Pips. Woo! Sheepshead Bay. Take the G, take the D train to Sheepshead Bay. Go to Pips, let your blues away. Doobie-doo. And Pips was great. They were real nice to me. They let me MC on Wednesdays or just go do a long set. I saw Dice Clay there for the very first time, going way over time. And that was fun. That was back in 1978. And Pips was great. There were places. Then I made the move to San Francisco in 79 and made a beeline for the Holy City Zoo. You know, I got an out-of-town paper in New York. I found out where the place was in San Francisco. There was no internet back then, youngsters. No. Hello, Sarah, get me AOL. And this will take 3 hours. And I just started hitting the places in San Francisco. There's the Punchline. There's Holy City Zoo. There's the other cafe. There was just little one-nighters. The comedy scene was starting to really build as I got out there. So, you know, and the guy Alex Bennett was on the morning on radio. He was popular and he had comics on. And I was one of his favorite comics. So I became a star in 3 area codes. It was a simpler time.
What made you do? I watched a video of somebody with the last name Still. Somebody Still, Sill, interviewed you, and I saw it on YouTube. And I had to prepare for this because I barely know you, wink, wink. But I know you in real life. And so I saw on there that you do this style of rapid fire comedy.
Yeah.
Not just because you were around Robin. This is your style.
That's mine. Yeah, it's all mine. So, you know.
You came up with it.
I came up with it. I invented it.
And because you don't like silence.
I know. I'm afraid they'll fall asleep or something. So I just get out there. You know, and this is what I do. That's how I do it. Like the same reason Elvis had to wiggle his hips when he sang, man. I can't stand still, man. I just can't do it. Where's my loaded, man? Where's my second all?
People have no idea when they go to watch you, like at Tickle Me or Laugh Factory. They say, "Oh, here comes," you know, and then you come out there and you tear the place apart. They have no clue what's going to come.
No clue. They have no idea. I'm going to be throwing things and breaking glasses and spray painting my name on people's foreheads. You never know what's going to happen in a Pearl show. And I'll still do the classics. I know the Jimmy Carter jokes. Hey, that guy's got some teeth, boy. He's got more teeth than Zsa Zsa's has husbands. Ain't that, boy? He's just Betty for this. Yeah. It's what it is. It seems to work most of the time.
So when you first started doing comedy, like, how was your beginning in comedy different than it is now? I can't imagine.
Well, I get paid now, so I don't have to wait 9 hours to go on to do 2 minutes now. So I do twice that much. It's just I don't know. I'm better at it than I was in 1978. So
same style.
When I started, I think I was a little slower, and it just morphed into whatever it is I do now. Just like a nervous breakdown, like with a lot of sweat.
Well,
I describe my act as a venomous hatred for the entire human race with a hint of whimsical buffoonery.
So you dislike the silence, and so you go at a rapid fire. And so when you've done this, you don't get. If I was sitting in the audience, I would not even be able to come up with anything to heckle you with. That's
I've been heckled. I've been heckled, but I usually know how to crush them. Yeah, or just toy with them or whatever. Yeah, I'm rarely heckled, but once in a while, somebody's had a few, and they mouth off. So you shut the back door and you break every one of them balls. Hey, Rocco, this guy's heckling me. I'll take care of him, Bob. Make us meet them the other way, Dave.
When you get done on stage, I've seen people get up, wait for their wives.
And run for the hills.
Get up and wait for their wives to get up, and they're eyeballing you. Clear room at LA Comedy Club. They're eyeballing you, and they're like, the door is right by them, but they're going to go all the way around the club to shake your hand because they know they're around comedy greatness.
Oh, really? They must think I'm someone else. They think I'm Tony Danza after a fiery Jeep accident. You were great on Taxi. I go, thank you.
He used to be a boxer,
Oh, yeah.
He messed up his face.
He knocked out my friend that was a doorman at the Comedy Store many years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, they got into a little altercation. My friend gave him a shove, and boom, next thing I know, he's like, little birdies flying around him. Don't mess with a boxer.
Yeah, I don't.
Even if he's lost most of the bouts, he'll be able to knock you down. Don't mess with a boxer. Don't mess with anybody. That's my philosophy, but don't mess with a boxer, most of all, or a teamster.
So your comedy's taken you around the country. You've even entertained for the troops, right?
I've entertained the troops. I've been around the world. I've been in Japan. I've been in Osaka. I've been everywhere. I performed. They haven't brought me to the Middle East. I volunteered to go to Iraq, Iran, whatever, Afghanistan, whatever they have all there. Mukhistan, Amtrakistan, whatever they got there. But I haven't been there, but I've been to Japan, and I've been to Korea, and I've been to Guam, which is like Hawaii from the 99-cent store if you've never been there before. Cheap Hawaii. I could $12 a month for a big house. It's Guam. And that, by the way, Guam was the punchline to every joke in the 70s. And you're driving in the yellow, gentlemen, Guam. It's the guy says, oh, Guam. But yeah, I played for the military a few times.
Have you ever had military people come up to you afterwards and tell you something that broke your heart, made you cry?
Oh, well, I had a Marine go, let me show you what makes so funny. And thanks, Marine. Can I have my brain and my heart back? I played for the Marines. I played for the Marines once in Japan. They were rowdy as shit. I couldn't get. They were like they've been drinking since noon. And I go, look, man, these guys deserve to be rowdy. If they want to be rowdy, these guys. How do you? I could never make it as a Marine when I was 18. When I was 17. So these guys, what they do, the work and then the war and blah blah blah. Let them yell and scream and pour drinks over each other's heads. You know, and I'm just gonna do my time and get the hell out of here. But it was weird because they do that all you said, and then they tell you how much they liked the answer. You were great, man. The guy threw the chair at you.
So, like doing clubs and being a road comic, you did that whole thing too for years.
And everywhere, especially Canada. Canada was very kind to me. When I didn't get that much work in America, Canada worked me all over Lower Canada. I've been to Medicine Hat, eh?
So do you still go up to Canada ever?
I've been there in a few years. Last time I was there was a great time. I went to Vancouver like 4 years ago, and I maybe around that time I also went to Toronto. And that was the last time I really went on the road. Let's see, about a year or two ago, I went to Arizona with Carl. But no, I'm not traveling. I don't want to travel. I like it here in Vegas. I hope this virus thing ends so we can all go back to work. I don't know. It's insane, man. You know, I worked about 2 months ago, and things were starting to open up again, and they closed everything again. So I'm not working. Nobody's working. I'm going crazy. Thank God for my cats. I would have hung myself without them. I miss Mr. Perot.
I'm coming, Robin. Never mind.
Oh God. Oh.
That was dark. Where'd that come from?
I didn't hear nothing. Somebody, Mom, my sandwich is ready yet?
So tell me about some of your favorite pictures on the wall before we.
Hey, look at all those pictures on the wall. We got plenty of them. I can't move the computer. It's a desktop, but I got me with Johnny Winter and Clarence Gatemouth Brown there. I got me with Geraldo Rivera, Ray Manzarek at the doors. There's me with Les Paul, a guitar genius, pretty much invented the electric guitar. There's one of me with Rodney Dangerfield. There's me and Robin in the 80s, way back on the corner. There's an autographed Muhammad Ali picture his daughter May got me years ago. Oh, that one, when I die, that one's being buried with me.
Wow.
Me and both Winter brothers, me and Edgar, and a picture I took of Muddy Waters back in 1978 on the bottom right-hand corner. I know you can't see them, but they're there.
Wow, because you posted a picture of yourself, and somebody, I think it was on that Sill YouTube that I saw, and somebody got on there and said, who are all those pictures on the wall? People say the silliest things when you're doing a video.
It's just me and the illustrious.
Yeah.
Me in front of me with everybody. So me in front of the Tube Bar, where the best phony phone call tape ever was made in the 1970s. You can hear it on YouTube. Look up Tube Bar, and you'll hear some wacky stuff. I didn't do it, but some other guys did it. And there you go. There's my wall of shame, fame,
That's
whatever.
Amazing.
My wall
Thank
of
you.
something.
Thanks for sharing that. Before you go, I want you to take a minute to talk about Referendum.
Oh, Referendum. I think it's still up there. It was a podcast show I did a while ago. Well, first, I also have these videos of Tony Bennett's hand. Just go to YouTube, type in Tony Bennett's hand. They explain themselves. And I haven't done any a couple of months, but there's like 30 of them up there, and I'm going to start doing again real soon. Anyway, there's RIFFERENDUM, referendum.com was my podcast show. And I haven't done it in a while, but I interviewed Robin Williams. I interviewed Johnny Winter. I interviewed Edgar Winter. I interviewed Tom Dreesen. I interviewed Felicia Michaels. I interviewed Rich Scheidner. Just a lot of great, Margaret Gomez, a lot of great people, comics, comedians, two cool albino musicians. And check it out, Referendum, RIFFERENDUM.com. I think it's still running.
It is. So we're going to have people go out to Tony Bennett's hand today.
Hey, everybody, Tony Bennett swinging and singing with Tony Bennett's hand. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, Tony, give me 5. Yeah, 5 for the nutty cat. Tony loves me. Gotta go.
Are you gonna do one with him and Lady Gaga?
You know, Tony's hair likes to do duets. You know, here comes Lady Gaga. Hey, here comes Amy Winehouse. Weak up. She's been messed up again. Hey, Amy, when you straighten up and come to, give Tony a call at LO7324. That's my number from the 40s. And we'll do duets together. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your coming on here.
Thank you, Linda. Thanks for having me.
This is Stephen Pearl.
Pray for my car. Pray for my car.
Pray for his car. He needs
Dude,
antifreeze or something.
I'll be Carlos Santana otherwise.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling. We'll see you
Talk
soon.
to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't know.
Everybody's talking.